The call was made during a media breakfast meeting held in Harare this Thursday, where government officials, media practitioners and development partners gathered to strengthen the role of the media in fighting misinformation and discrimination. Addressing the meeting, Zimbabwe National Network of People Living with HIV Program Officer Mr. Tonderai Mwareka revealed that stigma remains one of the biggest barriers in the national HIV response.
We conducted what we call a stigma index study, the first one in 2014, which showed that 65.5% of people living with HIV experience one or more forms of stigma and discrimination. A follow-up study was done in 2022, which indicated that there was an increase to 69.7% of people living with HIV experiencing one or more forms of stigma and discrimination, which is a cause of concern, and we need to act so that we address the issue, because the global targets are less than 10%, while as a country we are more ambitious, we want 0%. So we have a lot of work to do. That's why we are engaging in multi-sectoral engagements to see how best we can work together to address issues of stigma and discrimination.
Speaking on the sidelines of the meeting, the Minister of Youth and Child Care, Dr. Douglas Mombeshora, stressed the central role of the media in breaking the silence and changing harmful narratives.
Media plays a very crucial role in informing the public, informing our people living with HIV that there is nothing wrong in letting people know that you are living with a medical condition. That knowledge can only be disseminated through media, print media, through television, so that everyone is aware that we don't have to discriminate people living with HIV and AIDS.
The goal is to empower journalists to continue reporting responsibly, accurately, and compassionately.
Media can correct misinformation by explaining the causes, transmission, treatment, and prevention using facts from credible sources. Media can also promote empathy, that is using educational content that actually explains the social, economic, or medical context of stigmatized conditions such as HIV to foster understanding and compassion of the issues around HIV and AIDS.
Our messaging has to be positive, and our messaging has to be sensitive, because we are reporting very sensitive information. So the language that we use, the choice of words, we must ensure that we are not perpetuating stigma.
As part of its commitment, the Ministry of Youth and Child Care pledged to work closely with media houses through training, information sharing, and on-the-ground reporting opportunities.